You flip on the TV expecting something normal, maybe a quiz, maybe a talent show. But what you see instead feels like you've stepped into another universe. Bright flashing lights, over-the-top music, contestants dressed like superheroes, animals, and sometimes, sushi. A host screaming with excitement. A crowd roaring like it's the final seconds of a World Cup match. And then, out of nowhere, someone gets launched into a pool of mud while trying to run across spinning doors. Welcome to the wild world of Japanese game shows. At first, it feels unreal. Like this can't possibly be real television. But it is. And once you start watching, you can't stop. The camera zooms in on a nervous contestant. Sweat on his forehead. The host asks him a question, but instead of answering with words, he has to prove it. In front of him is a wall. Not just any wall, a wall that suddenly opens into strange shapes. He has seconds to twist his body and fit perfectly through the hole. If he fails, boom, he's pushed straight into icy water. The audience counts down. 3, 2, 1. He jumps. For a split second, it looks like he might make it. Then, splash, the entire crowd explodes with laughter. Even the contestant comes up laughing. That's the magic of it. It's not about winning. It's about the chaos, the fun, the unforgettable moments. But that's just the beginning. Another show begins. This one looks even crazier. Contestants stand at the base of a massive obstacle course that looks like something built by a mad genius. Giant rotating logs, slippery slopes, rope swings over deep pits of water. It's like a real-life video game. The goal, reach the end. Simple, right, wrong. The first contestant charges forward with confidence. He jumps onto the first obstacle, barely keeps his balance, then slips. Down he goes. The crowd gasps, then cheers. Second contestant. Faster. Stronger. He makes it past the first stage. Then the second. The tension builds. The music intensifies. You can feel your heart racing even though you're just watching. He reaches the final obstacle. One last jump. He slips. Silence for half a second. Then laughter, applause, and dramatic music like he just lost a championship match. But no one looks sad. That's the twist. Even failure feels like victory here. Then things get even stranger. A new segment begins. This one is almost unbelievable. Contestants sit at a table filled with everyday objects. Shoes, door handles, books, even fake food. The challenge. Some of these items are actually made of chocolate. They have to bite into them to find out which ones are real and which ones are edible. A man picks up what looks like a shoe. He hesitates. The crowd leans forward. The host shouts something dramatic. He bites it. Crack. Chocolate. The crowd goes insane. Another contestant grabs what looks like a doorknob. Confident. No hesitation. He bites hard. Instant regret. That was not chocolate. The reactions are priceless. Some laugh. Some scream. Some just sit there in shock, questioning their life choices. And you, watching from your screen, can't stop smiling. Then comes one of the most intense challenges ever. A silent room. No music. No cheering. Just a group of contestants sitting perfectly still. In front of them stands a comedian. Their mission: do not laugh. Sounds easy, until you realize the comedian is allowed to do anything. Weird costumes. Ridiculous faces. Unexpected actions. Sometimes even the other contestants are used as part of the joke. One guy starts laughing immediately. Out. Another holds it in, shaking, tears in his eyes, trying so hard. Then he bursts out. The tension is insane. You feel it through the screen. You start laughing even though you're not even there. Because the truth is, resisting laughter is harder than anything. And that's the genius behind these shows. They're unpredictable. They're chaotic. They break every rule of what normal entertainment should be. But that's exactly why they work. Because in a world where everything feels controlled, scripted, and repetitive, these shows feel alive. Anything can happen. Anyone can fail. Anyone can become a legend, even if just for one hilarious moment. And the best part, you don't need to understand the language. You don't need subtitles. You just feel it. The excitement, the tension, the laughter. It's universal. That's why clips from these shows go viral all over the world. Millions of views. People sharing them again and again. Because once you see someone trying to climb a slippery staircase while being blasted by air cannons, you never forget it. It stays with you. It makes you think, why don't we have more fun like this? Why does everything have to be serious? Why not laugh more, even at failure? Because in these shows, failure isn't embarrassing. It's entertaining. It's celebrated. It's part of the game. And maybe that's the biggest lesson hidden behind all the madness. Sometimes, the best moments come when things don't go as planned. Sometimes, falling into the water is more memorable than reaching the finish line. So the next time you see a clip of someone getting knocked over by a giant foam hammer or biting into what they think is chocolate, don't just laugh. Realize you're watching something rare, pure, unpredictable joy, and once you step into that world, there's no going back.